Guten Tag, wie geht's dir?
Guten Tag, mir geht's gut und selbst?
Ich kann nicht sprechen Deutsch. Ich bin Coro, ich bin die Journalistin von ESPN China. Danke, dass Sie da sind.
Oh ja, willkommen, willkommen.
So it's been a few days. Last game it was a very emotional game. Has it something yet that, other five other players did what you did in the history and hit 30K?
Yeah, it was an emotional night for me. Friends, family, obviously everybody texting me, calling me. Yesterday was a time to reflect a little bit and spend some time with my family, and it's an amazing feeling. Obviously, I'm happy it's over with. Leading up the last few weeks. They showed the countdown on the jumbotron every time, so there was a lot of pressure leading up. So I'm glad it's over now. And yesterday I got to enjoy and talk to my family, and today really it's already moving on. We want to make the playoffs still. Got a big back-to-back Friday, Saturday here at home. So really today is already moving forward.
Coach Carlos said you are actually the best player he's ever coached, and he mentioned that includes Reggie Miller. So what do you think about that? Where do you see yourself standing in the NBA history?
I don't know. That's for other people to judge. I just try to play as long as I can. I try to compete. Obviously, the best thing about my game is scoring. There are plenty of other guys that are better all-around players or whatever, defense, rebounding, but scoring is my thing, and it's still amazing to get 30K. I mean, it means that I've been around for a long, long time. I was lucky and blessed enough to stay healthy for most of the time. I had some great support system with the franchise, with the owner, with coaches along the way, with amazing teammates who were always there for me when I was down, and so it's been a great ride. So. Hopefully I can play well for this year and maybe next, and then we'll see what happens.
We know that when a lot of foreigners coming to the United States, they have to make a lot of adjustment. So for you as a German player, what's the most challenging part of the adjustment that you made, and how did you overcome it?
Well, everything was hard my first year. I think the game is different. The game is a lot quicker. There's more athletes. The defense was hard to adjust at the beginning. The rebounding is harder. Everybody's obviously stronger and faster under there. So I think the speed of the game was hard on the floor and off the floor, just living somewhere else. I lived with my parents the first 20 years. So just, getting around without them was hard. It was a little bit of a culture shock here. But, I had great teammates and people that worked for the Mavs really took care of me and helped me out, got me an apartment, and helped me get my car and just get situated, and then I had great teammates with Steve Nash and Michael Finley, or still great friends of mine. Helped me along the way, helped me find my way, helped me showed me how to work in this league, how to deal with the media, how to deal with fans, and they were true pros, and they really raised me right into this league.
We know you still have one more year, but hopefully more years after that. And have you ever imagined yet what your final season will look like, or even the retirement ceremony? Because Kobe had a farewell tour.
Yeah, I'm not really a farewell tour kind of guy, Last year I sat down with my family and decided to sign on for 2 more years. So that was the goal. Play this year. Had a couple health problems early in the season. I missed almost 2 months. But it's been feeling great ever since January rolled around. So hopefully I can finish strong and stay injury-free mostly next year, and then we'll see. That's 20 years, obviously. Then I'll turn 40 that summer. So we'll just have to wait and see. We'll make that decision when the time comes. Sit down with my family, Holger, some of my close ones, and see if my body's still holding up. But for now, I'm gonna leave the end open and try to get through this year, next year, and then we'll see how I feel.
Yao Ming recently became the president of Chinese Basketball Association. So for you, have you ever thought what your future goal might look like? Whether you're going back to Germany to develop the basketball in Europe?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love that. I'm not sure what the future brings. I think I'm gonna need a few years away from basketball and be there for my kids and maybe travel all over the world a little bit to spots I haven't been, and then I'm sure eventually I'm going to start getting back into basketball. Basketball has been great in my life. It's been opening a lot of doors for me, and I'd love to give some of that experience to younger kids. But when and where, I think all that's open. I'm not going to take on a job to help German basketball if I live over here. It's going to be hard to do. If I do something, I want to do it right. I want to do it 100%. And the way it's looking right now is that my family's going to stay here. We've been here too long. The kids have all been born and raised here, basically, and so that's what it's looking like. But you never know what's going to happen a few years down the road.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dankeschön.
Yeah, danke schön. Yeah.